In 2018, Huawei had their biggest success in the mobile history. The EISA named the P20 and the P20 Pro as the best smartphones from 2018 to 2019 and said that they are the most advanced, innovative and technically superior smartphones ever. According to new sales data, the company has managed to sell over 16 million units of the P20 and the P20 Pro since the launch. Also, the 65 million Nova series have been sold as of the end of 2018. That are incredible numbers, and Huawei is pushing the limits and will probably overtake Samsung by 2020 and will be the #1 selling smartphone company in the world. And also for the P30, they plan something big. I'm Steven from Tech Magnet and welcome back to another episode of The Truth About the Huawei P30 and P30 Pro. Everybody expects the Huawei P30 to be released at the MWC 2019, but I can tell you guys for sure that we won't see it there. Last year the company launched its first 2018 flagships, the P20 and the P20 Pro in March, at a dedicated launch event in Paris. So also this year, like the leaks say, it will enjoy the same level of exposure. As every year, basically everything has been leaked before. Several weeks before Huawei unveils its latest flagship smartphone offerings, new renders of the Huawei P30 and the P30 Pro have appeared on the website of the case manufacturer Spigen. These renders provide a clear view of the design of the upcoming handsets of the Chinese tech giant. According to the released renders, the Huawei P30 will feature 4 rear cameras found at the upper left-hand corner of the device. Beside the rear cameras is the dual LED flash and 2 additional sensors. The Huawei P30 sports a triple rear camera setup also located at the upper left-hand corner of the smartphone, and placed directly below the rear shooters is the dual LED flash. Both the Huawei P30 and P30 Pro features a water drop shaped notch that contains the single front-facing camera. I actually wanted to see a punch hole camera like on the Honor View 20, but it's still nice. Both the Huawei P30 and the P30 Pro lack any cutouts for the fingerprint sensors, which means that the 2 handsets use in-display fingerprint scanners. Regarding the display, most sources say that both the P30 and the Pro model will get an OLED treatment this year, according to the Chinese publication QQ. The quad camera system will house a periscope-style imaging hardware for lossless optical zoom. The resolution of the sensors is not really 100% known, but a previous report does point to a 38 megapixel Sony IMX 607 sensor with a free-speed native sensitivity of ISO 50, 500 or 5000. The sensor is from Sony, and even though Sony's smartphone business is almost dead, they still produce the best-in-class mobile photography sensors. That means Sony actually earns money with every sold Huawei device and 90% of the smartphones out there. This sensor has a special RGBW pixel structure which improves efficiency, light and also allows for one-shot HDR records with long exposure. So we will see some massive improvements on the Huawei Night Mode, which was already the best in class. In the Spigen case images, it is clear that the normal P30 has a triple camera setup. These details have been leaked before, and we already know that the P30 is said to have a maximum of 40 megapixel and support for 5 times lossless zoom. At the front, both will have a 24 megapixel selfie camera. It also shows a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is a surprising addition, since the Huawei P20 Pro didn't have it. And the renders also revealed a USB Type-C port with a speaker grill right next to it. On the inside, logic would suggest that both new Huawei's will sport the company's flagship silicon, the Kirin 980, which launched during the IFA trade show in Berlin late last year. However, some believe that the P30 series will showcase a newer Kirin 985 chipset, and as yet unannounced incremental upgrade over the 980 that focuses on providing improved performance and an integrated 5G modem. Considering how fresh the 980 still is, it only really falls short of the mark if Huawei has its heart set on using a chip with an integrated 5G modem. The Kirin 980 is already equipped to support 4.5G LTE, offering speeds of up to 1.4 gigabits per second, which is arguably more useful as users will be able to benefit from the best possible speeds currently available across the far more established 4G network. Instead of releasing a new chip, however, the company only needs to add its Beilong 5000 modem to the mix to give the Kirin 980 and any phone powered by it 5G browsing speeds. The battery will be in the 4000 mAh battery region, and latest rumors suggest that the Huawei will stick with 22.5 charging in spite of the 40W upgrade that the Mate 20 Pro received. As for pricing, by taking into consideration the trend for inflating flagship phone prices each year, the P30 will at best start at around €599, but will more likely begin at higher starting price, while the P30 Pro will optimistically start at €799, but likely come in at least €100 more expensive. Alright guys, so I really hope that you liked this episode of The Truth About. And if you're also so excited about the P20 Pro, then smash the like button right now. Leave a comment down below and subscribe. As always guys, big thanks for watching. I'm Steven from Tech Magnet, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day and bye bye.